Here are Grandma's 42 hacks to dust-proof your home. High-quality entry door mats. Grandma always said that keeping dirt out starts right at the door, and she never skipped a sturdy mat. Invest in high-quality entry doormats with coarse bristles or ribbed textures to trap dust and debris before it enters your home. Place one outside the door and another just inside for double protection. Shake or vacuum the mats every few days to prevent buildup. Choosing washable materials makes maintenance easier and ensures lasting effectiveness. For extra coverage, extend mats slightly wider than the doorway so everyone steps across them naturally before entering your house. Strict no shoes rule. Did you know that according to a study from the American Chemical Society, enforcing a no shoes policy can cut indoor dust by up to 85%? Shoes carry fine dirt, pollen, and outdoor particles that quickly spread through floors and carpets. Place a shoe rack or basket near every entryway and offer slippers for guests. Encourage family members to switch footwear immediately upon entering. Keeping a mat or washable rug nearby helps capture lingering dust. Clean the area regularly to maintain a dust-free entry zone. Over time, this simple habit keeps floors cleaner and air fresher throughout your home. Seal window gaps. Small window gaps let dust and pollen sneak in unnoticed even when everything looks closed tight. Grandma used to check her windows every spring and fall, ensuring no breeze slipped through. Inspect the edges of your window frames for cracks or loose seals. Apply weather-stripping tape or silicone caulk to fill gaps, smoothing it carefully for a neat finish. Focus on corners and moving parts where leaks are most common. For older windows, consider foam insulation strips for flexibility. Recheck seals annually since heat and humidity can weaken them. A well-sealed window reduces dust intrusion and improves energy efficiency too. Seal door gaps. Dust can drift inside through the narrow spaces beneath and around doors, especially during windy days. Inspect your exterior and interior door frames closely for light leaks, which indicate dust entry points. Attach a door sweep along the bottom edge or install adhesive-backed weather stripping along the sides to block gaps completely. These materials are inexpensive and easy to trim for a snug fit. Clean the area first to help adhesives stick properly. Replace worn sweeps every few seasons for continued effectiveness. For added protection, pair sealed doors with indoor rugs to catch stray particles before they settle on your floors. Avoid heavy drapes. Thick drapes look elegant, but are notorious for collecting and holding dust deep within their fibers. Instead, choose lighter fabrics like cotton or linen that you can easily wash or vacuum. Mount curtain rods slightly away from walls to allow air to circulate and reduce buildup. Regularly shake out or launder curtains, especially near open windows where dust gathers fastest. If you prefer the look of heavier drapes, use a removable lining that can be cleaned separately. Replacing fabric curtains with blinds or roller shades also minimizes dust collection while keeping sunlight control easy and stylish throughout your home. Seal stored textiles. Textiles like blankets, seasonal clothes, and curtains attract dust even when tucked away. Grandma would always wash and dry them completely before storing to prevent musty buildup. Fold items neatly and seal them in vacuum storage bags to remove excess air and keep dust out. If vacuum bags aren't available, use tightly sealed plastic containers lined with clean cotton sheets. Label each bag for quick access. Store them on elevated shelves rather than floors where dust settles fastest. Check every few months to ensure seals remain tight and contents stay fresh. Airtight storage bins. Airtight bins are essential for long-term dust protection. Choose durable plastic containers with locking lids and rubber gaskets to prevent fine particles from slipping inside. Wipe the bins clean before filling and ensure contents are dry to avoid mold or odor. Store them in closets or under beds, away from direct sunlight and humidity. For fabrics or documents, add a silica gel packet to absorb moisture. Transparent bins make identification easy without opening, helping you maintain a clean, dust-free storage system that stays organized and effective. Install door sweeps. Door sweeps block the small gap between your door and the floor where dust constantly sneaks in. Measure the width of your door and install a sweep with a rubber or brush edge that touches the threshold lightly without dragging. Clean the surface before attaching for a tight seal. These are especially useful for entryways and garage doors. Choose adhesive-backed models for quick installation or screw-in versions for durability. Replace worn sweeps each season for best performance. Combined with weather stripping, door sweeps dramatically reduce indoor dust flow and drafts. Clean air vents. Air vents circulate hidden dust throughout your home if neglected. Turn off your HVAC system before cleaning. Remove vent covers and wash them in warm, soapy water, drying thoroughly before reinstalling. Use a vacuum hose or brush attachment to remove dust from ducts as far as you can reach. Wipe surrounding walls to capture loose debris. Replacing filters every 1 to 3 months further improves air quality and reduces dust spread. Clean vents seasonally to maintain airflow efficiency and prevent buildup that can trigger allergies or respiratory irritation indoors. Ditch your carpet. Wall-to-wall carpeting traps dust, dander, and pollen deep within its fibers, no matter how often you vacuum. Replacing it with hard flooring such as wood, laminate, or tile instantly reduces dust accumulation. If removing carpet isn't possible, opt for low-pile or washable area rugs instead. Vacuum weekly with a HEPA filter vacuum and shampoo carpets seasonally to remove embedded particles. Hard floors are easier to clean with a simple mop or microfiber pad, keeping your air clearer and your home more hygienic. Add washable rugs only where comfort is needed, like beside the bed or sofa. Close windows during pollen seasons. Open windows invite breezes, but also allow dust and pollen to drift indoors. During high pollen months, especially spring and early summer, it's best to keep them closed. Use fans or air purifiers to circulate air without letting allergens in. Check daily pollen forecasts and ventilate only during low-count evenings if needed. Clean window sills and frames weekly to prevent buildup of fine dust carried by wind. If you love fresh air, install fine mesh screens to filter outdoor particles. Keeping windows sealed during peak pollen times helps minimize sneezing and dusty surfaces. Microfiber dust cloths. Microfiber cloths trap and hold dust far better than regular rags or paper towels. Their tiny fibers create static that pulls dust particles in instead of pushing them around. Use them dry for light dusting or slightly damp for a deeper clean. Wash after each use without fabric softener to maintain effectiveness. Keep separate cloths for different rooms to avoid cross-contamination. Replace worn cloths once fibers lose grip. Microfiber's reusable nature makes it eco-friendly and efficient, leaving surfaces polished and lint-free. Pair them with a long-handled duster for high shelves and ceiling fans, dust top to bottom. Dust naturally falls as you clean, so always start from the highest surfaces and work your way down. Begin with ceiling fans, shelves, and picture frames before moving to tables and floors. This order prevents resettled dust from undoing your progress. Use microfiber cloths or electrostatic dusters for better pickup. Finish by vacuuming or mopping floors to capture everything that drifted down. For tricky spots like blinds or vents, use compressed air or a soft brush. Following this top-down routine every week ensures no layer of dust escapes your attention. Reduce surface clutter. The fewer items you leave exposed, the less dust can settle. Keep tabletops, shelves, and dressers clear of unnecessary decor or paperwork. Store collectibles in glass cabinets or display boxes to minimize cleaning. Regularly sort through surfaces and put items back in designated spaces to maintain tidiness. Clutter-free areas not only look cleaner, but also make dusting faster and more thorough. Wipe open spaces at least twice a week with a microfiber cloth. Use closed cabinets. Open shelving may look stylish, but it collects dust quickly and spreads it across nearby surfaces. Switch to closed cabinets with doors to keep stored items clean and protected. Wipe the insides monthly and check corners where dust tends to gather. For glass front cabinets, clean the panels with a microfiber cloth to prevent streaks. Keep seldom used dishes or linens in sealed containers within the cabinets for extra defense. Wash bedding weekly. Few realize how much dust settles into sheets and blankets overnight. Grandma always insisted on washing bedding weekly, and way back she was right to do so. Regular washing removes skin flakes, lint, and pollen that build up quickly. Use hot water to kill mites and dry thoroughly before remaking the bed. Don't forget pillowcases and mattress protectors, which gather just as much dust. Shaking out blankets outdoors between washes keeps them fresher. HEPA air purifiers. High-efficiency particulate air purifiers capture microscopic dust, pollen, and pet dander that regular filters miss. Place them in bedrooms and living areas for best results. Run them continuously on low to maintain steady air circulation and filtration. Clean or replace filters as recommended by the manufacturer to ensure full efficiency. Avoid blocking air intakes with furniture. Pairing an air purifier with regular vacuuming dramatically reduces airborne dust levels. Choose one rated for your room's size for optimal performance and fresher, healthier indoor air all year. Shake out rugs. Even small rugs gather surprising amounts of dust that vacuums can't fully remove. Take them outside weekly and give them a firm shake or beat with a rug paddle to release embedded particles. For larger rugs, hang them over a railing and brush gently. Always let them air out before bringing them back inside. If they're washable, follow the care label instructions to deep clean occasionally. Prefer washable rugs. Washable rugs make maintaining a dust-free home much easier. Choose machine washable materials like cotton or synthetic blends that handle frequent cleaning without damage. Vacuum between washes to prevent buildup and wash monthly or as needed for high-traffic areas. Always air dry rugs completely before placing them back to avoid damp odors. Replace heavy wool rugs in bedrooms or living rooms with lightweight washable versions for easier upkeep. Damp mop hard floors. Dry sweeping often just pushes dust around, while damp mopping captures it completely. Use a microfiber mop lightly moistened with water or a mild cleaner suited for your floor type. Wring it out thoroughly to prevent streaks or moisture damage. Work in smooth, overlapping strokes, and rinse the pad often to keep it clean. Focus on corners and baseboards where dust loves to gather. For an extra touch, add a few drops of essential oil, like lemon or eucalyptus, to the mop water for a fresh, clean scent. Anti-static electronics spray. Electronics naturally attract dust because static electricity pulls particles toward them. Prevent buildup by using an anti-static spray designed for screens and casings. Mist a microfiber cloth lightly. Never spray directly on devices, then wipe gently over surfaces. Pay attention to vents, buttons, and seams where dust settles. Clean ports and fans, occasionally with compressed air, to maintain good airflow. To make your own quick spray, mix distilled water with a drop of isopropyl alcohol for an inexpensive anti-static cleaner that works just as effectively. Keep closets closed. Closets trap dust from clothing fibers and circulating air, especially if left open often. Keep doors shut to block airflow and prevent fine dust from settling on clothes and shoes. Store infrequently used garments in breathable fabric bags or sealed bins to limit lint and fibers. Vacuum the closet floor and wipe shelves every few weeks. Hang frequently worn items toward the front for easier access and cleaner air circulation. Place a cedar block or lavender sachet inside to keep both dust and pests away naturally. Clean dryer lint trap. Your dryer's lint trap collects more than lint. It spreads dust into the air if not cleaned regularly. Remove lint after every load and wash the screen monthly in warm, soapy water to dissolve buildup. Check the vent hose and exhaust opening for trapped particles that block airflow. Keeping these parts clean improves drying efficiency and reduces fire risk. Vacuum behind and under the dryer every few months. For deeper cleaning, use a narrow brush tool to reach inside the vent duct for hidden dust and debris. Pledge for dusting. Furniture polish like Pledge makes dusting faster and keeps surfaces gleaming longer. Spray a small amount on a microfiber cloth instead of directly on furniture, then wipe gently along the grain. This reduces smearing and leaves a smooth finish that repels new dust. Use polish sparingly on wood, glass, and baseboards once a week. It also works on picture frames and lamp bases to restore shine. For even better results, buff surfaces afterward with a dry cloth to seal in the polished look and prevent fingerprints. Clean behind appliances. Did you know that the spaces behind refrigerators and stoves collect more dust than almost any other area in the house? Static electricity and warm air from motors pull particles in and trap them there. Unplug your appliances, then gently pull them away from the wall. Use a vacuum hose or long-handled duster to remove lint, crumbs, and debris. Wipe the floor and back surfaces with a damp cloth dipped in mild cleaner. Clean behind appliances at least twice a year. Slide a thin mat underneath afterward to make future cleaning easier. Wipe baseboards regularly. Baseboards are sneaky dust magnets that often go unnoticed during cleaning. Run a dry microfiber cloth along them weekly to prevent buildup. For deeper cleaning, dampen the cloth with warm, soapy water and wipe thoroughly, paying extra attention to corners. If your baseboards are painted, avoid harsh chemicals that dull the finish. Use a small brush to reach detailed grooves. Cleaning them regularly keeps floors looking fresher longer. To slow future dust collection, rub a dryer sheet over the surface afterward. It leaves a static-resistant barrier that helps repel dust. Washable window coverings. Traditional drapes trap airborne dust, but washable window coverings make cleaning far simpler. Choose cotton, linen, or synthetic blends that can go straight into the washing machine. Wash them every 1 to 2 months using a gentle cycle and mild detergent. Let them air dry completely before rehanging to prevent wrinkles and mildew. For blinds or shades, wipe slats with a damp microfiber cloth weekly to reduce buildup. Keeping coverings light and washable brightens your rooms and improves air quality. Use detachable liners to reduce how often you need to wash the main panels. Allergen-proof bed covers. Allergen-proof bed covers form a protective barrier that prevents dust mites from settling into mattresses and pillows. Choose covers labeled hypoallergenic and made with tightly woven fabric that allows airflow while blocking particles. Encase both mattress and pillows fully, zipping them securely. Wash bedding weekly in hot water to maintain effectiveness. Vacuum mattresses occasionally before replacing covers for extra cleanliness. These covers not only reduce dust, but also help minimize allergy symptoms overnight. Rotate and air out your mattress every few months to maintain freshness and extend its lifespan. Clean ceiling fans. Ceiling fan blades gather a surprising layer of dust that spreads through the air once switched on. Use a pillowcase to trap dust by sliding it gently over each blade and pulling it back slowly. This keeps particles from falling onto furniture. For sticky residue, wipe blades with a damp cloth dipped in mild soap, then dry thoroughly. Clean fans at least once a month to maintain air quality. To prevent quick buildup, lightly mist blades with an anti-static spray after cleaning. It helps repel dust for longer. Use vented range hood. Cooking releases grease and fine particles that settle as dust throughout the kitchen. Always run a vented range hood while frying, boiling, or baking to pull those particles outside instead of letting them circulate indoors. Clean the hood filter monthly with warm, soapy water to keep airflow strong. Make sure the vent leads outdoors rather than recirculating. Using the hood consistently reduces sticky dust buildup on cabinets and counters. For extra freshness, wipe the vent cover weekly with a degreasing cleaner. Regularly replace furnace filters. Clean furnace filters are key to reducing airborne dust. Replace them every 1 to 3 months, depending on your home's activity and pets. Use high-efficiency or HEPA-rated filters for the best results. Turn off the system before swapping filters and vacuum the vent grates while you're there. A clean filter improves airflow, reduces strain on your furnace, and keeps indoor air clearer. Mark filter changes on your calendar. To boost performance, vacuum around air returns between replacements. Maintain moderate humidity. Too dry air lets dust float freely, while excess humidity makes it stick to surfaces. Keep indoor humidity between 40% and 50% using a humidifier or dehumidifier as needed. Check with a hygrometer to stay within this range. Proper moisture levels help dust settle faster and prevent static buildup on electronics. Vent bathrooms and kitchens to avoid damp air pockets. Maintaining moderate humidity also protects furniture and flooring from warping. Clean your humidifier weekly to prevent mold and mineral residue from spreading indoors. Brush pets often. Pet fur and dander are major dust contributors, and pet owners can relate to this. Brush pets outdoors or in a well-ventilated area several times a week to capture loose hair before it sheds. Use brushes suited to their coat type for best results. Regular grooming also keeps skin oils balanced, reducing airborne dander. Vacuum furniture and pet bedding often to remove trapped hair. Bathing pets monthly helps minimize allergens further. Keep grooming tools clean by washing brushes and combs regularly to stop residue from redistributing dust indoors. Declutter under bed. The space under your bed easily becomes a hidden dust zone. Avoid storing open boxes or fabrics that trap particles. Use sealed storage bins if needed and slide them out monthly for cleaning. Vacuum or mop the floor beneath the bed regularly to remove lint and debris. Raising the bed slightly improves airflow and reduces accumulation. Keeping this area clear not only lowers overall dust levels, but also improves bedroom air quality. For easier upkeep, choose low-profile containers with smooth lids. Washable couch covers. Washable couch covers make keeping your living room dust-free, simple, and stress-free. Choose slipcovers made of cotton, linen, or microfiber that can handle frequent washing. Remove and wash them every 2 to 3 weeks using a gentle cycle with mild detergent. Let them air dry completely before putting them back to prevent shrinking. Vacuum cushions and crevices before replacing covers for a deeper clean. Having an extra set of covers ready makes swapping easier. For added protection, lightly mist with fabric freshener to repel dust between washes. Vacuum upholstery regularly. Upholstered furniture traps fine dust, lint, and pet dander deep within its fibers. Use your vacuum's brush attachment to clean sofas, chairs, and cushions weekly. Pay attention to seams and corners where particles collect. Move pillows and lift cushions to reach hidden areas. Regular vacuuming prevents buildup that dulls fabrics and affects indoor air quality. For stubborn grime, sprinkle a small amount of baking soda. Let it sit for 10 minutes, then vacuum thoroughly. Rotate cushions occasionally to ensure even wear and cleaner surfaces throughout. HEPA vacuum cleaner. A vacuum equipped with a HEPA, high-efficiency particulate air filter captures up to 99.97% of dust, pollen, and microscopic debris. Use it on carpets, rugs, and upholstery to trap particles. Regular vacuums release back into the air. Empty the dust canister frequently and clean or replace the filter as recommended. Move slowly while vacuuming to allow maximum suction and pickup. Using a HEPA vacuum twice a week noticeably improves air quality. For extra thoroughness, attach crevice tools to reach baseboards and tight furniture gaps. Fiberglass HVAC filter. Did you know that fiberglass filters were first developed for industrial use to protect machinery from airborne dust? They now serve the same purpose for your home's air system. These lightweight filters trap large particles before they circulate through vents. Replace them monthly for best results as they clog quickly. Check airflow direction when installing to ensure efficiency. Though affordable, fiberglass filters should be swapped often to maintain performance. For cleaner air, pair them with a secondary electrostatic filter in main vents for finer particle capture. Seal craft supplies. Craft supplies such as glitter, fabric scraps, and paper bits can spread dust faster than you realize. Store them in airtight containers or resealable plastic bins after each use. Label boxes clearly and stack them neatly to save space. Avoid leaving open containers on work tables where fibers can circulate. Wipe surfaces and tools with a damp cloth before putting them away. Sealing supplies keeps your creative area tidy and minimizes airborne dust. Use clear containers for quick access without constantly opening lids. Dust light fixtures. Ceiling lights and lamps quietly gather layers of dust that dull brightness over time. Turn off the power and allow bulbs to cool before cleaning. Remove covers or shades and wash them gently in warm, soapy water. Grandma always said a clean light makes a house feel more alive, and she was right. Dust-free bulbs shine noticeably brighter. Wipe metal or glass parts with a microfiber cloth to remove fingerprints and residue. For chandeliers or hard-to-reach fixtures, use an extendable duster or compressed air for safe, easy cleaning. Wipe window blinds. Window blinds are prime dust collectors due to their horizontal surfaces. Close the slats and wipe them with a damp microfiber cloth or a soft duster. Then tilt the slats the other way to clean the opposite side. For heavy buildup, remove blinds and rinse them gently in a bathtub with mild detergent. Dry completely before rehanging to prevent streaks or water stains. Regular wiping every 1 to 2 weeks reduces airborne dust. Using an anti-static spray afterward helps repel particles and keeps blinds cleaner longer. Landscaping dirt barriers. Outdoor dust often starts in the yard, so effective landscaping can make a big difference indoors. Plant ground cover or grass near windows and walkways to hold soil in place. Adding gravel, mulch, or stepping stones around entry points also reduces dirt tracked inside. Check gutters and drainage to prevent erosion that kicks up dust. Keeping garden paths well-defined limits how much debris follows you indoors. If you live in a dry area, mist outdoor surfaces lightly with water on windy days to keep dust from drifting toward your home.